Okay,
All right, so I think we're good then.
we're good?
Yeah.
Okay, I move to begin the meeting for the Youth Commission on Thursday, September 24th at 4:30. Marguerite, do you mind reading the statement from Governor Baker?
No, I will do it so fast. I've gotten really good.
You have.
One long sentence. Pursuant to Governor Baker's March 12, 2020 order suspending certain provisions of the open meeting law, GLC 30, section 18, and the governor's March 15, 2020 order imposing strict limitation on the number of people that may gather in one place, this meeting of the Southborough Youth Commission will be conducted via remote participation to the greatest extent possible. Specific information in the general guidelines for remote participation. Where am I? Oh, by members of the public and or parties with the right and or requirement to attend this meeting can be found on the town website, hwsouthboroughtown.com. For this meeting, members of the public who wish to listen to the meeting may do so in the following manner. southborough.com/remote meetings. No in-person attendance of members of the public will be permitted, but every effort will be made to ensure that the public can adequately access the proceedings in real time via technological means. In the event that we are unable to do so, despite best efforts, we will put on Southborough's website an audio or video recording of the transcript or other comprehensive record of proceedings as soon as possible after the meeting. Done.
Thank you, thank you. What do I do now?
We only have one agenda.
We have
item.
only one item on the agenda.
Yep. Yep.
We're here to consider and appoint a new admin assistant.
Great. So Tom,
Okay.
is Christina McCarthy in the audience? I don't know if there's a way. Oh,
He's
Nope.
gone, isn't he?
no, he's still there. Tom, are you there?
Yeah, sorry, I was muted.
That's okay.
So I have a Bob Byer and a Claire McCarthy.
Claire McCarthy.
And Bob Byer has his hand up. Is that maybe
Oh,
someone?
Bob Byer is Susan Byer.
Okay.
Oh,
One of our
good.
board members.
Okay, well, remote.
Sorry,
panelists, there we
Tom.
go.
If we could let
Yeah.
Bob Byers in also.
Yep.
There he is.
There we go.
Susan. Donuts.
In the wintertime too.
That's
the
awesome.
picture always confuses me.
There she
There we
is.
go.
Hi, Susan.
Oh, hi, how are you?
Good, good.
I couldn't get anybody to let me in.
Oh, sorry about that.
That's okay.
I don't know if Claire McCarthy is Christina.
Yes, it is. There's
is.
a
Oh.
chat for that. So,
Says it's
Beautiful.
Christina.
okay,
If
would
we
you,
could let
Christina,
Christina.
user is listed as Claire, my daughter.
let me promote. There you go. Should be in momentarily.
Muted. She's muted.
Christina, can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Oh, beautiful. Okay.
Do you have video?
I'm trying to get it set up now. It should automatically come in, but here we go.
Oh,
All
there it is.
right.
Yay.
Guys,
Hi.
How are you, Christina?
Welcome. to
I'm
our
doing
board
very well,
meeting.
thanks.
Great.
I just recently changed my Zoom to my daughter because all of her classroom meetings had to be under Claire. So
Right.
I just switched it back, but I must have already been logged on. So I apologize for the confusion there.
No, we all did the same thing. I came in as my husband. Susan
So
came in
did
as
Susan.
Bob.
Yeah.
You know what was really weird is yesterday I was conducting a staff meeting and I was the first one in the meeting. And then I got a doorbell ring for when somebody is in the waiting room. So I went to check to see who was in the waiting room and it said Sarah Castle was in the waiting room. And I was really freaked out because I didn't know who it was going to be.
So who was it?
It was Megan.
Oh, it was Megan. Okay.
Yeah, we share my Zoom account, so she was
that's
logged in
funny.
with me somehow, even though I was already logged in. I don't know. It was confusing.
Well, good. I'm glad a lot of us are in the same boat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you're in good company.
Great.
So so I want to the board for the opportunity to share I want to share a little bit of background with everybody about the interview process, and also share some the reasons with you all as to why we chose Christina as our final candidate for this position. I just have some notes that I need to reference here. So we started interviewing back in late July. Vanessa Hale, the assistant town administrator, and I began the interview process with a first round of interviews around mid-August. We then narrowed our candidates down to 2 final candidates, and we had them both in for a second and third round of interviews. So at that time, Christina met with myself. So our staff first, she met with myself, our assistant director, Megan Island, as you know, and our program coordinator, Shannon Knyman. And then she also met for a third meeting with myself and the chair and co-chair of this board, so Sue Butka and Leslie Haddon. And Christina, we're thankful that you gave so much of your time to meeting with us for 2 straight hours that day.
It was a
Yes,
beautiful
thank
day.
you.
So Christina has a bachelor's degree in communication studies and social welfare, and a certificate in community human services from Clark University. She has over 15 years experience working for human service agencies and nonprofits. In her work at the Cancer Resource Foundation and the Family Reach Foundation, Christina was responsible for things such as event and program management, administrative support, grant writing, sponsorship support, processing direct assistant requests from clients. She helped monitor and manage budgets. She also was involved in public relations with local providers and organizations to build partnerships, and among many other things. When we met with Christina, we were very impressed by her professionalism, her interpersonal skills. She was very responsive through the whole interview process, very organized, and also very resourceful. We threw some curveballs at her in the interview process by asking her to design a flyer using a program that she was not familiar with, and she actually came back with 2 flyers, one for a more minimalist approach, and one that was a little more colorful and maybe more attractive to kids. So she, we were impressed by the fact that she did something that, we gave her just a tidbit of information, and she did her own research to find out more information about the subject matter of the group, and help inform her design of the flyer, which is really helpful to have somebody who's skilled in being able to do that and comfortable. In speaking with Christina, we emphasized the utmost importance of confidentiality. We talked about the fact that she'd be supporting residents who come into the office or call into the office, and might be assisting staff in coordination and execution of critical programs that may have some identifying information. And so we have full confidence in Christina's competence, discretion, professionalism, and her skills to handle all of those responsibilities. And lastly, I just would highlight Christina's enthusiasm for, we often refer to our department, or maybe I do, I don't think Shannon or Megan have ever said this, but as a small but mighty team. And
I would agree with that. I would definitely.
Yes. We work very hard with what we have, and we work very well together. And we were all struck by Christina's enthusiasm to work on a small and mighty team, and she has that experience. Her ability to manage different responsibilities and timelines, and her willingness also to be flexible in the role as the needs of the community and the service provision of the department evolve. So we felt all of these things in combination really made Christina the prime candidate for this position. So Christina, I don't know if I embarrassed you, I'm sorry, but if you have anything that you'd like to add, please feel free to jump in if I missed something or.
No. Thank you so much. It's always a little uncomfortable listening to someone talk about you, but it was, I really think a really great fit from the start, just looking at the job description, what the role would be and how my past experience and in different human service agencies have really kind of come together to this position now, and no better community to support than your own. So
Mhm.
I'm really happy that it ended up coming to this, the final spot and fitting all of the needs that you guys had. So thank you.
Thank you. Does any members of the board have any comments or questions that they want to bring up?
Welcome, Christina.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
Anything else? Oh, go
I-
ahead.
I have just one, and I probably should know it already. I'm Marguerite Landry. Anyway, I think you're going to really like this job.
I think so too.
My only question was, what is the weekly, hourly schedule that Christina, that you will be working?
We don't know that yet.
Hmm.
It would be so it's a full-time position, and we've talked with Christina about the schedule that she would be looking for, and she had offered some flexibility. It's a hard question to answer. We've never had an administrative assistant before, so we've never had office hours for the public, although, we're closed to the public right now, but we've never had office hours for the public to just come in or call and know that somebody will be answering the phone during those timeframes. So we kind of get to start from scratch and figure that out. But I imagine, a lot of it will be business hours, potentially, one evening a week. We were talking about having, so Megan often is in the office by herself in the evenings. Again, it's a little bit different right now because of the pandemic, but when we're operating under normal circumstances, and seeing people in the office, Megan was often at the office by herself, which was not, always within my comfort level as well as others. So, we had hoped to, have some coverage of the office while at least one evening a week, so we could offer some evening appointments. But
That'd be great. That'd be wonderful.
yeah. Does anyone else have any? Leslie, I saw you say something, but you're muted, so.
Okay, is that better?
There you go.
I just wanted to welcome you, Christina. I'm very excited to have you on board.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
We need you.
Yes, yes.
Anybody else?
I have, will the position be, hi, I'm Sarah Micus.
Hi.
Welcome. Will the position start like telecommuting, or will Christina be in the office, or how are you going to?
I see her looking in my direction, although I can't tell where I am on your screen. I think it's going to be a combination. Certainly, as we're providing some training, there's some things that just can't be reviewed online, but there's some things that can. So what's nice about the working at home is that it allows for a little more flexibility, and we might actually be able to accomplish more that way. But We are, as a town department, I think it's changed a little bit, but we're only supposed to be at around 50% capacity in our office right now. And that's sort of what the Board of Health has recommended. So we're supposed to try to, so this is kind of exciting. We're now a team of 4, so we have an even number. No one is going to have to leave a leg outside the office
It's
anymore.
about time. It's about time.
So I would say there probably can be, it's a little bit different for our office because we have our own office spaces. But I think it'll be a combination of both.
Is there a official town training program that Christina would have to take in addition to any training that we're going to provide her for the commission?
She has some things she has to do through personnel, through payroll and employee benefits. In terms of a training, there's no training that's done for all employees across the board, just specific to the department that they work in. But we did back when, remember the grant that we had from the state, that we spent the money down, but we did set aside a training for our future administrative assistant for suicide screening. So some triage work there. So that's one thing that we're going to be able to offer right away, which is great.
I have to say, Sarah, so my son took that. I forgot to tell you this. He
Yeah.
said it was outstanding and that every resident of the town should take that class.
Oh, good.
Yeah, he was very impressed.
That's great. Yeah, and actually the one that we bought for the administrative assistant is even more intensive. But that's good feedback, Sue, because I think that we were actually talking about purchasing more of those. And I want to thank Lauren for bringing that to our attention. She had at her employer had actually
It's
requested.
AVMA, a professional organization.
Okay, so they had
I didn't know that it
made
came
that
from you,
available
Lauren.
to.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So she had recommended that, and then we were able to purchase. We bought 100 of these trainings, and all 100 are accounted for. So
Awesome.
we need to buy some more, I think.
Good news, bad news, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does anyone else have any questions or comments? No?
I'm talking too much, but I had 2 questions. One is, I know, Sarah, that you were trying to increase the amount of information you had about referrals for
Mhm.
counseling. Is that going to be something that you, Christina, will be dealing with?
I would say we would love her help with that. I don't know that she has any idea. I see her writing it down. It's an incredibly time-consuming part of our job. The referral network that we try to create and help people find providers through their insurance. So I would absolutely say that we have basically all hands on deck with that. So we all share the that piece of the work because it is so time consuming. So yes, I think that will be something that we can see if Christina can help us with.
And Shannon does a lot of that, Sarah, right? Does Shannon do a lot?
Shannon does so she doesn't do the counseling referral support, but she does all of the other types of referral support. So anybody who's has a housing issue or needs help applying for SNAP benefits, or needs a referral to DMH, for example. So she helps with all of those other pieces. Megan, myself, and Lisa Avery Peck, who's our current graduate intern, the 3 of us share the responsibility of trying to help people find providers through their insurance. So it's time consuming because there's so many providers out there and so many variables for each need. And there's insurance issues and people change phone numbers and then they no longer take insurance anymore. And so anyway, so yes, the short answer is yes, we would love some help with that. But Christina, I have a long list.
Okay. That's
That's one
expected.
thing of many that we're excited to bring you on board to help with.
Been planning for a very long time.
Yes, yes.
Yes, yeah.
Should we all introduce ourselves? We think we kind of have, right?
Sure, go for it.
Beth, you start.
So I'm Beth Dombacher, and I've lived in Southborough for a really long time, and my family's been in Southborough for even longer. And so welcome to the board, not the board, to the department. And it's great to have somebody because we've been waiting and planning a really long time for it. So finally come
Thank you.
there to answer the phone and other things also. But that's one of my things. I like somebody to pick up the phone. So you'll be the voice and the face that everyone sees.
Should I go next?
Yes.
Yes.
Leslie.
Leslie Haddon. We met once before. I've been a board member for 5.5 years, or just over 5 years now. I've been a Southborough resident for like 27 years. And it's a great group. And I think you're going to love the job. And I don't think you'll ever be bored. There'll always be plenty to do. That's for sure.
Can I just pause for a second? Tom, are you still there?
Do we need
Yes.
to do it? Okay.
Hi,
Sam.
do we have the room only till 5 o'clock? Is there
No,
another group?
you can go over a little bit, that's fine.
Okay, thank you.
All right, we'll do it really quickly. Sorry.
No, it's exciting. I'm glad that you guys are introducing yourselves. That's good.
Okay, Susan, you go.
Oh, okay. Well, hello. It's nice to meet you, Christina. And I know that Sarah has been anticipating your arrival for a very long time. And from what I know of you, you seem like you're extremely qualified, and we're very happy for the department to have you on board.
Thank you. Nice meeting you.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm Sue Butka. We've met before. I'm so happy to have you here. I think you're going to be a terrific fit. So
Oh,
welcome.
thank you. Thank you.
I'll
Sarah,
go.
I guess.
Yeah, I'm Sarah. Yes, I've been on the board for, oh gosh, I don't know, maybe 8 years, and a resident in Southborough for almost 30. I've raised my 2 kids here. I'm a preschool teacher at Southborough Village Preschool, and just really a huge advocate for mental health issues in our community and beyond. So therefore, my stewardship to the board. I'm also the secretary. So if you see me looking down, I'm not on my phone playing games. I'm taking notes.
We knew that, Sarah.
Yeah. But I just want to say welcome. When I started on the board many, many years ago, it was just a couple of board members, and I think Sarah had just started. So there was like 2 staff member, maybe 1.5. I don't know if you were full-time, Sarah, at that point in time.
It was, yeah.
But it
Things
was
have changed a lot. Thank goodness.
a skeleton crew. And as you know, as we all know, mental health issues have just become really in the forefront of what's going on, especially in the pandemic right now. So we will need you, and we're glad to have you on board.
Thank you so much, Sarah. Nice meeting you as well.
Yeah.
Lauren?
Hi, I'm Lauren Ritchie. This is my second meeting on the board. We'll learn together. But welcome, and all my interactions with everyone has been just tremendous. I think you're going to fit in great, and we'll enjoy it.
Great. Thank you. Nice meeting you, Lauren.
Marguerite, you introduced yourself already, but do you have anything additional that you want to add?
No, except I think that we all share a very deep commitment to what Youth and Family Services is doing. And it's just really important to me what it's doing, and I think it's really important to all of us what it's doing. So
Hmm,
we're trying to make this work in the best way we can.
Thank you.
So welcome.
Thank you.
You feel the same way. I don't
Yes.
know.
Yes. Oh, terrific fit. So, does anybody else have any questions? Okay, so I move that the commission appoint Christina McCarthy as full-time administrative assistant in the Youth and Family Services Department. This position is classified under Schedule A, Grade 3 of the Salary Administration Plan. And I think that that's it. I move.
Second.
We
So
have
I
to
think you
vote.
have to do a roll call vote.
Yeah, we have to do a roll call. So Beth, you want to start?
Beth Dawnbacher, aye.
Marguerite Landry, aye.
Buyer, aye.
Sue Butka, aye.
Leslie Haddon, aye. I think Sarah Mikas was muted.
Weird, she's not muted, but
Oh, I heard. Oh, I can't hear.
Here we go.
Good, yeah.
Lauren Ritchie, aye.
I
Looks
think that's
unanimous.
everybody.
Looks unanimous.
Yay.
Yay.
Congratulations.
Thank you all.
Wonderful. Well, Christina,
Congratulations.
I will be in touch with you
Great.
probably tomorrow about the next steps.
Great.
Thank you. Welcome, welcome aboard.
You can reach out to any of us anytime. So.
Great.
Oh.
Thank you guys so much.
May May says, yay. All
Okay,
right.
I guess I'll leave.
Okay,
Bye.
we have to adjourn the
join.
meeting,
Yeah, we
right?
have to adjourn. I move
We're
we,
just so excited. We're just,
Yes.
we have to adjourn the meeting at 5 o'clock.
okay, I move we adjourn the meeting at 5 o'clock.
Second.
Wonderful.
Second.
Great. Okay, I don't think we have to vote to adjourn the meeting.
Congratulations.
Bye.
Bye.
Christine.
Thank you so much. Thank you
All right,
guys.
bye,
Take care.
everybody.